Oh, I think I'm going to call this vlog Bad Fit at SHR or Stewart-Haas Racing. Now this has nothing to do, and again, wish Tony the best, speediest recovery possible from his broken leg. Tony Stewart, the co-owner and driver, but a report has come out on jayski.com. I will link to it in the description. I don't know how long it'll stay up. That before Tony Stewart's injury, Kurt Busch was offered a multi-year contract, as Stewart-Haas Racing has said all along they would like to have 4 teams. Wow, are you kidding me? How bad an idea is this? Number one, Stewart-Haas Racing at the start of the 2013 season struggled trying to go to 3 full-time teams. It frankly affected performance across the board. Now they seem to have turned the corner, and then the unfortunate injury to Tony, of course, lame duck Ryan Newman winning the Brickyard, decent run yesterday at Michigan. But that's not the only reason it's a bad fit. The current scheduled driver lineup for next year at Stewart-Haas is, of course, Tony Stewart, who we don't even know will be ready to go at the start of next year. Let's be honest about it. Dr. Jerry Punch, pit reporter, one of the best, said 6 to 8 months. Well, if you go 6 to 8 months, you might be getting into next year. It's going to be borderline. It's recovery from that type of injury. Kevin Harvick leaving Richard Childress Racing, the only home and cup he's ever known. Danica Patrick, of course, learning the ropes. And Kurt Busch. But here's what I'm thinking won't work. You put Kurt Busch, Tony Stewart, and Kevin Harvick on the same team. Now, Stewart and Kurt Busch definitely have a history of clashing. They clashed once after practice at Daytona. Big time clash at Dover a few years ago, where Kurt Busch was parked for the day for swerving at, I believe, Stewart's Jackman. I'd have to go back and look it up. But Kevin Harvick, here you got 4 Cup championships. I believe Harvick has 2 nationwide championships. All 3 can drive. All 3 are capable of winning championships. Nobody's arguing that. But do you really think leaving Danica Patrick out of the equation, because she'll still be learning the ropes sophomore year, be honest about it, but do you really think Tony Stewart, Kevin Harvick, and Kurt Busch can all get along on the same racing team? I don't, quite frankly, and I will put it point blank. Not gonna get along. But I've been wrong before. As far as I'm concerned, 2 things. If Stewart-Haas wants to start a 4th team, and there's been reported the sponsorship would be from Gene Haas's company, Haas CNC Automation. All this is on Jayski. There's only one obvious choice for a driver. Tony Stewart admits he likes him. It was a business decision with Harvick bringing sponsorship to release Ryan Newman. Go back to Newman. That's who you should start a 4th team with. Newman has some sponsorship too. Quicken Loans, possibly Outback Steakhouse. Maybe even Delta Dental has been on this car at times. That would make sense. And the best place for Kurt Busch is right where he is. Furniture Row Racing. That little team just won the top 10 in points. And I read in the same article that he hadn't been offered a contract for next year. Barney Visser, what are you waiting on? Sign the man to a multi-year contract if he'll sign it, if he'll have you. He has elevated your team. I know you want to race with Regan Smith, but Kurt Busch has elevated your team to a level where you went from struggling to make races where you're now in the top 10 in points. Why would you not offer the man a contract, Barney? That's just been my take on the subject.